y'all know y'all need to stop talking about Eva Marie's painting.
Hey now, who's the one that said they smell like cherries, right?
It's Dr. Pepper Cherry. That's what I've been drinking.
Okay, that's all, folks.
That's it. Good night, everybody. Welcome to the rated R edition of the Who Dat Temple. This is random talk topic. Now.
Wait a minute. Who that temple can be rated R?
Yes, we go rated R.
Why are we not funding this?
I know, right?
Where is Tony motherfucking Chimmel at?
The rated R superstar.
Alright. So, this video is more on random topics. Each of us will be talking about a topic, and we will all of us will be discussing about whatever topic that is speak of. I'm going to introduce the people that's in the call. First of all, you haven't really seen them much of, and I don't even think you're seeing much on YouTube. Lou, how you doing, Lou?
How you doing? I'm glad to be here.
All right, next, you all know him from Iowa. Yes, Mike from Iowa. Mike, how you doing?
I tell you what, man. Pizza Hut sucks ass.
Okay. And last but not least, we got from his closet, the Bay Area MVP Doris Will.
The only thing that smells right now is the less Pats fans, more the better this topic will be.
As I said, it's gonna be either a sports topic or a wrestling topic. We don't like political. We don't like talk about other crap because I don't like talking about that shit. All right, let's start with MVP. MVP has a topic. Let's go. What's the topic?
All right, folks. I'll open this up. I would like to talk about the situation in the NFL today. And before I start, I would like to pay homage to the late Buddy Ryan. He rest in peace at the age of 82. He passed this morning. And I would like to talk about fantasy football values. Now, a lot of people complain about why they haven't won fantasy, and ESPN can go away. Learn how to draft strategically. Don't just look for value first, second, third, fifth round. Find what will benefit you. I've read a couple of forums on why people are going 3-13 or 5-8 or whatever. Books are not going to help you. You got to use your mind. When you use your mind, it implies a lot better. So to everybody that likes fantasy football, draft smart. Next.
Anybody want to talk about that since we all are technically in a fantasy league?
I tell you what, when it comes to fantasy football, I suck. Straight up. I don't care how smart you want to end up being. I drafted a quarterback the first round, like every time, and actually I ended up doing pretty well. Last season, I didn't make the playoffs only because midway through the season, I just stopped checking the fantasy game because #work. Damn it, then making me work on Sundays, not being able to change my roster when someone's hurt. So, but yeah, I noticed, everyone always says, draft smart, pick a running back first, blah blah blah. Hey, I was the sole undefeated person going into like week 8. And I drafted Tom Brady first. Take that to the bank. Anyways, I lost my train of thought now. Damn it, Fat Boy, go.
I'll give it to Lulu.
Fantasy football. Well, like Will said, you pick smart and everything, but I don't think I'm picking it smart the last 4 years. But last year I did make the playoffs, so I'm grateful for that. My first one was against Mike, and he's pissed off about that. Sorry, Mike. But I'm glad
You.
I'm glad you added another spot on this roster because there's going to be a lot of things I'm going to be doing different this year. So, but for everybody, yeah, just
Let's hope
I
I
just
can get
really-
Sunday. Let's hope I can get Sundays off so I can actually participate.
holla.
For me, with fantasy football, I mean, the thing is that yeah, you want to draft the best players, and there's like only a limited amount of players that they have, but at the same time, you don't know. Number one, an injury. Injury will occur randomly, and if you look at suspensions and stuff that happen, as you know, who is the best quarterback right now since Tom Brady is suspended 4 games, if he is still suspended 4 games? Who is that top quarterback that y'all would want to draft? Anybody?
If this is an interact question, I would say right now, Aaron Rodgers.
Easily Aaron Rodgers, man.
Lou?
I can probably agree with that.
Okay, Aaron Rodgers. Okay, but it was like, it's Aaron Rodgers. Then you got really who else really? As I said, there is a. Go ahead.
I don't
Would be
think
a
about-
up to the receiver don't get hurt during the preseason games.
I do want to say about Aaron Rodgers. A lot of people say, "Look what he did last season. The Packers didn't do very much." You know what? You can only be as good as the people around you. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. But you think about this is that, as we say, is that like you're looking at what a lot of people are looking at is who's a good team. Like I would say Cam Newton could be up there now, even though his team did lose the Super Bowl. He could be up there as maybe a contender of being a top pick. But
Definitely.
as I said, everybody's just looking at like who's the good team. Nobody just look at the sleepers. Nobody's gonna say, "Oh, this person's gonna do good. This person's gonna be good," because there's some people that like the rookies that we have never ever seen actually play in the NFL. Yeah, they do well in in college, but how are they gonna transition that into
Some don't translate very well. Tony Manziel.
no, if you want to look at some worse, try Jamarcus Russell. Number 1 pick. But anyway, but it's just like, it's hard to really say, oh, this would be the top, this would be the top, and it's gonna be throughout the season. You're gonna have injuries. You got the bye week. You have to. That's what you have to look at everything. You have to look at bye week. You have to see if they're not injury prone or if they're good team, who they're playing really. So it's basically gonna be a toss up. Like for me, I always dealt with the injury bug for the season. That's why I sucked this past season. And I mean, I wouldn't say it worked, but I just say like my team sucked because a lot of productive things that happened. I mean, look at Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning, yeah, he won the Super Bowl, but he didn't do well, and plus he got injured.
True that.
Any last words before we go into the next topic?
I'm good.
All I'm going to say is, to anyone that plays fantasy football and doesn't know how to draft, there's a lot of videos that help out. Don't be a Pats fan, be a lemon. Wait, Adam Rose is not a fucking football player, but you know what I mean. Just do it responsibly. And if you don't have money, don't be in a cash league. I'm done.
To me, that's the dumbest thing you can do is be in a cash league. Then again, here comes Bill. Hey! Wait a minute.
Lou, you got anything to say before we go to our next topic?
Just gotta say, watch out for the AFC East division. That's it.
Okay. Mike, you have a topic, Mike? Let's see what you got.
My topic isn't something. Well, it kind of involves something going on right now, but I'm gonna put a little bit of a twist on it. So coming up on July 19th is the WWE Draft. Did I get the date right? I hope so. Anyways.
Yeah, you got it correct.
So we're gonna play the role of general managers. All right. So you're gonna do one for each show. You're gonna play Raw GM, SmackDown GM, or CEOs, or whatever they're gonna call it.
They're calling the GMs the CEO now. COO.
Okay, the CEO. You're gonna be the CEOs of Raw and SmackDown. You're gonna do one pick for each. But here's the twist. You have to draft one person to each show that's currently on the TNA roster. Go.
Ooh, I start this off. Ooh, that's hard. No, actually, I'm not gonna start first. I'm gonna let MVP start first. He likes TNA over there.
That is a fucking Titanic ship waiting to go down.
Exactly.
But in the interest of conversation, since Mike wants a TNA format of July 19th, I would say to Raw, I would put EC3, and to SmackDown, I would put Bobby Lashley, just because.
I would tend to agree. At first I didn't like. I mean, I don't really watch TNA anymore. I haven't really watched it in like 2 years. But I catch snippets here and there. I would definitely take EC3 to Raw, and to SmackDown, I'd bring back a guy that I thought should have been a world champion in WWE. He's a former. I guess everyone in TNA is a former WWE superstar, but whatever. The guy I thought should have been world champion, and then he started to be part of a 3-man band, baby. And I want to bring Drew McIntyre back and make him a star on SmackDown. That's what I'd like to see, personally.
I would actually go a different route. But I'm gonna pick Drew McIntyre for Raw. Or Drew Galloway, who they call him now in TNA, Drew Galloway. I'll pick him on Raw because I think he is a good, legit contender to be a contender for the WWE Championship. And yes, they call him the WWE Championship, not the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. But for SmackDown, I'm gonna go Lashley because I think if you look at everything right now, I say whoever I think. It's gonna be Shane on Raw, Stephanie on SmackDown, and I think I will go with the face being on Raw, while the top heel being on SmackDown. To be honest, so I'll say Galloway on Raw, Lashley on SmackDown. Luke?
Yeah, bring up a subject I don't even watch. I don't watch no TNA. So
I'm sorry. I thought it came in my head, and I thought it was a good idea.
That's right. It's your topic, but I don't know. I just agree with you guys because I haven't watched TNA in so long. So sorry, I got nothing to say on the subject. But go Lashley.
Lou, let's hear your topic. What's your topic?
Okay, my topic is Michael Phelps trying out for the U.S. team for the Olympics. Do you think he's going to make it? If he does make it, how many gold medals do you think he's going to win if he does win any? I say he probably does make it, but he don't win that middle medals. I say probably 2.
Personally, I think he may make it. I don't think. You know what? I'm gonna go the opposite. I don't think he does. Or if he does attempt to, but then realizes, oh shit, I'm too slow now. I don't know. I don't care about the Olympics personally. And it's swimming. Something that I'll admit I don't know how to do. I don't know how to swim, and I'll admit that. So it kind of bores the fuck out of me to watch someone swim professionally, which is weird. Well, not professionally, because the Olympics, whatever, I don't care. I'm gonna say he probably will, but I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna say no, he doesn't.
Will?
All right. Only because the fact of what he did close to 3 years ago. I'm sorry if this will probably piss off most Olympic fans, but I'm gonna only agree with Mike on this because I know he did fail a drug test somewhere down the line before, and knowing how the U.S. Council will probably drug test them again because there's a lot of controversy, and his name was all over sports papers nationwide. So I'm going to say no, unless the policy changes within the rules of their quote-unquote policies. I don't think Phelps makes it because they're going to try to do whatever they can to drug test him, so I say no.
Well, if they don't think he's gonna make it, why is he trying out for the team tomorrow or next day? That don't make
But
sense.
see, yeah, but look, it may not make sense, but I remember he did get drug tested because the last controversy he was in.
For me, I would say he might make 1 or 2 events, but I think maybe at best I would say a bronze medal. I don't think he's going to, because I think really is that he is not that same Michael Phelps he was in 2008 before the drug scandal. I understand what MVP is going with, but that was like years ago. But I don't think I don't think the drug's gonna affect the drug testing would affect him. I think it's gonna be more on. I don't think he's up to speed with the newer people. No, I'm not a big person. I don't follow swimming, so I don't know what's gonna go on. But if he does make it to the Olympic team, I think it may be just like 1 or 2 events.
I'll be honest with you right now. I'll be honest with you. Rather than watching swimming, I'd rather watch a bunch of guys drive at 180 miles an hour making left turns all day.
Well, I agree. 'Cause I don't think he's going to do all. How many swim events does he really do? 8? I don't think he's going to do that many. If he does go, he's going to probably do 3, maybe 2 events. So that's why I say probably 1 or 2 medals if he goes.
If he does get to an event, I don't think he was gonna win a medal. That's just me. But anyway, my topic is that let's say this. I'm kind of nitpicky. Like I wasn't really at home when Raw was going on, but I was reading on Twitter like a lot of people wanting NXT call-ups right now. I would say like people were thinking, oh, Finn Balor's gonna get called up. Oh, he's gonna fight The Miz. No, he was not. Because here is the main thing. His I think farewell match against Shinsuke Nakamura is not until mid-July, before Battleground, after the draft, if I remember. I don't remember the taping airing date for that one, but it should be soon. But it's just that like people say, oh, he's supposed to come and all this stuff. Now the topic I'm bringing up is when do you believe people like Finn Balor, Bayley, Nia Jax, like all these people who's rumored to be called up is actually going to be called up? I say Finn maybe Battleground. I may say after the draft. Bayley, she's gonna go until Brooklyn. She is going to lose. She's going to have a big farewell match in the same venue she actually won her first ever NXT Women's title. Nia Jax, she's going to do the same because Asuka's going to be the one in charge of the NXT Women. That's what I say. Shinsuke's going to be a while because I think he's going to go after the NXT title in Brooklyn. Joe, he might be like somewhere down the line, like November maybe-ish, but I'm not too sure. So, well, what's all your thoughts about it?
Okay, you're gonna have to let them go, and I'll have to listen because my food came, so I'm gonna have to catch up on what the topic even is.
All right, MVP.
All right. I am not gonna look at any of the wrestling sites because I've already had this discussion with my nephew, and he and I already decided at least 5 people that have already been in championship matches will be called up. Finn will probably be after Battleground. I don't see him getting drafted on the 19th unless something else happens. Now, I could see probably American Alpha getting drafted, possibly Nia Jax, possibly Carmella. James is right about one thing. Nakamura and Joe's going to be a while. Austin Aries is going to be a while. Bobby Roode, possibly Eric Young, they're going to be later. Now, main question is more on Bayley, which he said, farewell match, proper farewell. So I'm going to say Bayley and Finn is going to be after Battleground or the surprise draft picks of that night. I have a hunch it's going to happen one of those both ways.
So that was the topic who was getting drafted from NXT?
Yes, sir.
The topic is when do you believe people like Finn Balor, Bayley, Nia Jax, and all the like rumored NXT stars gonna debut?
Finn Balor's coming up after the draft. There's no doubt. Because
I'm gonna say after the draft too.
That match against Shinsuke Nakamura, isn't that gonna air the week before the draft? If I'm not mistaken. The date, if I'm not mistaken, I believe airs the Wednesday before the draft. If I'm not mistaken, so yeah, I believe he'll be up. Bayley, I'm confused what to say about Bayley because I think Bayley's gonna do well on the main roster. It's just, I don't know. I just get that weird feeling. It could be tomorrow. It could be a year from now. It won't be a year, but Shinsuke, hard for me to say because I'm not really a fan of Shinsuke. Crucify me, internet. Joe, I think will be a while. Still be a while because I think he just won the title in the last month or two. So I think it'll still be a while. Austin Aries will be a while. It's hard to say because there's rumors of up to 12 superstars getting brought up, and they do need to fill out their rosters a little bit, in my opinion, to have a brand split. Because you just go off just who's on the main roster right now, you're not going to be doing very well for a brand split.
And James, just to add on what Mike was talking about, I'm gonna put a little bit of implication to it too. I know this is beating a dead horse, but these editors and writers are still talking about how WWE is still trying to get in contact with most of the older stars to train the younger stars. Now, crazy as it seems, if it does imply, is it going to help? Perhaps, but I just hope they don't pull no Ric Flair-itis and take the spotlight from them. Like, I can see a few people training at the Performance Center in Orlando, but I just can't see any older veterans coming in and taking it from the young guys. But that's just me saying.
I'm not mentioning any older guys because of the fact that, we're taking a lot of this with a grain of salt. I mean, there's been people who said that, who were rumored to be, part of it, who said, I didn't get contacted by WWE. So
they all could be saying they didn't get contacted, but they did. They could be lying too.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing though. People could say they could have been contacted by WWE, but nobody knows if they do a deal or not. That's the main thing. I'm just only concentrating more on the NXT stars because it's the new era. So you gotta have to look at people who's in NXT, people who's expected to be called up. Well, you can say unexpectedly because if you look at SmackDown spoiler, there is somebody who's been called up to NXT, but it's more of a jobber. If you want to know who it is, I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm gonna guess. I forget what his fucking name is now. Mojo Rawley.
No.
He's a jobber.
You're off the mark, MVP. You want to say?
The only thing I can say on this broadcast is it's somebody that you would not least expect on the radar. I know who it is.
Now I'm gonna go read the spoilers. Thank you.
Yeah, the spoilers. They said that it was I'm not gonna tell you. It's no just I'm gonna say it's a women's wrestler. I'm gonna tell you that. That's all I'm gonna say. Lou, we didn't go to you. Talk about NXT. When do you think these people?
NXT, again, another subject I don't watch because I don't have the WWE Network, or I don't go to YouTube to find out.
Who the fuck is that?
What is your problem, Mike? It's not my fault I do not watch NXT. My bad.
No,
okay?
I'm reading the spoilers and I found out who they're talking about. I don't even know who that is. I have the network. I seldom watch NXT because I work a lot, but I kind of know what's going on. I don't know who the fuck that is.
My bad.
Okay, just bring your pants up. Fuck.
Yeah.
By the way, I
say
still
about
can't
just bring Kurt Angle back, okay? I just want to see Kurt Angle back in the WWE. Okay, I know it's going to be after Battlegrounds, probably before SummerSlam. And I'm just going to throw a friggin' tool in the whole friggin' thing for a general manager for SmackDown. Bring Eric Bischoff back. How about that tool? Throw that in there. See if anybody gets that one. Okay, back to you, James.
Just note, yeah, as I said, she's a jobber, so that's why you don't see her that much. She's just basically, if you ever go to an NXT live taping, you see her more. You only seen her like maybe a few times, but she had lost most of the time. That's why, aka jobber.
Yeah.
But as I said, it's just more. They're gonna wait for Finn. They're gonna wait until that thing airs, and that I'm looking at the taping date. That one is actually supposed to air on the 20th, which is the day after the draft, before Battleground. So, if Finn Balor is to join the club, Battleground's the best place to do it.
Yeah.
And as I say, Bailey, they go wait until after Brooklyn, after Um, after Takeover Brooklyn, I could see her on the Raw after SummerSlam. Nia Jax, I think it's still early for her, but if she wants to, she can be after SummerSlam also if she wants to fight with Sasha or to have a feud with Bayley on the main roster. I never know. Shinsuke's gonna be a while because he's gonna be with the NXT title picture. Austin Aries, I think they're waiting for him. I think they're gonna wait for Bobby Roode and Eric Young to be actually signed to the deal, so they can actually. I think they've been signed. They just gotta wait until they actually appear on TV.
I wish James Storm would have stayed in NXT, so we could have had beer, money.
And I think that's something we should all talk about. Did James Storm make the right decision to go back to TNA, or was it just like? Okay.
Well, it depends for him. I mean, if it was financially a better decision to go back to TNA, then yes, he made the right decision. Long term wise, no. Eventually, we've been saying this for years, but one day TNA will close. It's gonna happen one day, whether it's 6 years from now, a year, a day, whatever. Eventually, they're gonna fold. And well, maybe he'll be retired by then. I don't know, but he ruined the opportunity to really do something on a bigger stage. They're not gonna do that.
MVP, what you say about this?
Well, let's just be honest for a minute. James Storm has only had 2 matches on NXT. Then he said he got bored and went back to TNA. Many fans are saying it was a mistake. Do I believe it was a mistake? Perhaps, but at least there's 2 things. Shut up. One, he knew where he. Will you be quiet? I'm gonna kill you.
Who the fuck's playing Pokemon?
Well, the bottom line is he should have never left. I think with TNA being a dying ship as it is, he's not going to benefit from this. And number 2, I agree with Mike. Beer money should happen. Get the license, trademark, and just make it happen because they're not getting any older, and they're going to want to retire with honor and grace. So James Storm can go back to WWE. I just wonder if he blew his chance. Who knows?
I don't think he blew his chance. I think he's still in good terms with WWE. I only believe the reason why he went back to TNA is because, yeah, it's a sinking ship, but at least he is loyal to the company that made him popular, or that made him a star. Yeah, he could have had the bigger opportunity in NXT, but I just feel like he wants to be more loyal than just like rather taking the money. I mean, yeah, TNA has no money to pay out these stars, and there's late payments and all this stuff, and all the talks about it, and we don't know what happened, and you have a minority owner now, and like that whole situation, whatever. But James Storm would rather be loyal to TNA to take a lot of money to WWE. And that's my personal opinion. And you got to respect the guy because I mean, yeah, he made a dumb decision. I think he could have done more in WWE, but I don't think at the same time I don't think WWE really had anything for him like they're doing with Samoa Joe or Austin Aries.
The thing with Joe is though he's got that physical, beastly of a presence. James Storm, he's a guy that acts like a cowboy. Yeah.
And really, I think, as you think about this, in TNA, he's more of a tag team wrestler. I mean, you look at Beer Money, you look at America's Most Wanted. I think he is more better as a tag team wrestler than a singles wrestler. And that I think that.
Wait a minute. I just realized something.
What?
Bobby Roode's on NXT. Eric Young was down there, right?
Yes, Eric.
Just get Petey Williams. He can reform Team Canada.
All you need is Scott D'Amore too. Dang it.
Yeah, that's the other guy's name. I couldn't remember his name, but yeah. No, I got a better idea. Eric Young, hit your head hard on a wall, and become Super Eric again. Yeah, there you go.
No, all he needs is ODB. Shoot.
Wait. Does that mean Eric Young could become the NXT Women's Champion?
That's right. Yeah. Yes.
Dumbest storyline.
Bailey's going to get back the title from Asuka, only for have Eric Young to win it from Bailey. Anyway.
Eric Young's the new Harvey Whippleman?
That's right. Anyway, anything else you want to bring up? Just random topic from anybody?
I'm good.
How about them Chicago Cubs? No, I just feel like saying that.
I think really with the Cubs is more like they were building more better within the last season and in the off season, and I think with Chris Bryant, really he's been a beast, really. And
oh, damn! Excuse me. Go ahead.
no, and it's just like it's not really of a surprise that they're leading their division, but I think it's more of a surprise that they're actually leading the league right now. Well, I think they might be. They kind of lost a couple games, but it's more of a surprise that they are the best team in the league. We all thought it would be somebody else, but the Cubs kind of is.
Speaking of losing a couple games, this is where I want to bring MVP in on the subject real quick. MVP, being a huge baseball fan and a team of all shit talking aside, being a fan of the Giants, whatever. How would you feel if, say, the Giants were on the run that the Cubs are, and they lose? They go on a little bit of a down streak. Every team does. Every team does at some point. Cubs lost 7 of 8 games in a row. All of a sudden, all the fans are ready to go, we're failing. We're not going to do anything. Our season's over. Yeah. You say you had a couple friends that are like that. What would you say to them to get them to shut the fuck up? It's just a couple games. It happens to everybody. How would you react to that?
I would personally tell both people to read a book and get a clue, because right now, for all the NL Central teams right now, who can stop Chicago right now? The way they've been playing, with Jake Arrieta pitching good and Anthony Rizzo batting over 315. That's impressive. Now for my Giants, they're 7-up on the Dodgers. But I'm going to go on record and say this, and y'all can laugh at me if you want. I'm going to say Giants and Cubs, NLCS championship.
I would love for that to happen so I can go.
And really, I could see that because as I'm looking, I'm not a big baseball fan, to be honest. I mean, and really, it's that. I forgot Chris Bryant's actually on the injured reserve list. But anyway, but it's just like
Chris Bryant, what?
No, so who was on the injured reserve? Who's on?
He was on the injured reserve list. He's playing.
No. Somebody got injured. I forgot.
You're talking about
who got injured in the beginning of that season?
That was Hey Jim, who did we lose the beginning of the season? What? Who did we lose the beginning of the season? Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, Schwarber was supposed to. I heard so much good things about him. No, but I'm going to it right now. I mean, what? The Giants are on a streak. I don't know if they're still on a streak, though. That's the question. Let me repeat. Are y'all still on a streak right now, or did y'all lose a game? So earlier. I don't know. But, I could see the Cubs. I could see the Giants. The question is that who's gonna be from the AL if it's gonna be like that? Because really, AL's really like it's toss up more. Mike.
By the way, though, Fat Boy, did you say streak?
Lord, no. Please shut that off. I got something to throw out there. I heard somewhere or read somewhere that when the SmackDown and Raw do their own thing, I heard they're going to bring a couple pay-per-views back of the old pay-per-view names. I forgot what they were. Is that true or not? Or are they going to add a couple new ones just for SmackDown?
What it is that after SummerSlam they're gonna do a brand split pay-per-view. They're talking about doing Backlash after SummerSlam, and instead of Night of Champions, they're bringing back a WCW classic, what's called Clash of the Champions.
Right.
And then basically they're gonna go back to a SmackDown brand, which is No Way Out, while the Raw gets Hell in a Cell. Survivor Series is going to be in November. December, TLC is for SmackDown, while Raw gets Roadblock, which kind of confuses the heck out of me. But that's been the report, and they actually have confirmed that Clash of the Champions will be returning, because Clash of the Champions is now listed on Ticketmaster. But I felt that the only reason why they're doing more pay-per-views right now is the fact that they have the network and they're not on cable.
Yeah.
So basically, they can do whatever the hell they want on the WWE network.
I don't.
Get for how much, Mike?
$9.99.
Free if you get the first month. Free for first month, it's free. Anyway, but it's just I think more. It's just the fact that we want to do the emphasis on the split again. I just don't know about these events though. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have the brand different events. It's weird. Wouldn't you agree, MVP?
And this is where I think WWE is just trying to put themselves in a new trajectory direction on how they want to put specific pay-per-views on a good live event or brand, you would say, while SmackDown would take second-tier pay-per-views. Now, knowing the fact that Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania, they're all going to be linked to everybody. Thank God, at least they did that.
SummerSlam also is the big four. All the big fours are going to be remaining.
As long as they go about it the right way and not just say, well, why is this here and why is this here? You know, the IWC, they're just going to be a bunch of fucking pick artists and bitch about it, go on social media and be like, well, I don't like this concept. Why couldn't we just like it the way it was before? Like, I don't mind as long as some of the wrestlers don't get messed up in the folly. I don't see a problem with it.
I mean, I'm glad they're bringing back the brand split. Like, as I've already said, I hope they fill out the rosters a little bit. But I like the brand split because I like being able to be on the edge of my seat and hearing that. I'm like, okay, who's it gonna be? Who is it? John Cena, John Cena, SmackDown. Oh my! Oh, Damn it.
Lord no.
Lou, your thoughts on that?
Lord no. I have nothing left.
It really be interesting what they do with the if I'm looking at the draft directly, they're gonna do the same thing they did with '02, the original draft with Ric Flair and McMahon. So each person picks a player, and then the following year we can go back to that old traditional. Who's going to where? Who's going to where? Oh, John Cena going boat shows again? Yes. But it's just like, well, it's just.
What I hope they don't do, I mean, I don't want them to come back to whoever wins the match gets the draft pick. Like, no, go do the Heyman Bischoff draft with the Tumblr. I like the Tumblr, damn it. John Cena can come out and pick again for whoever the SmackDown GM is.
Or COO.
Or whatever.
I don't like the idea of calling each person COO. What does that make Triple H now?
It makes him, I don't know.
Stephanie's bitch. I'm just kidding.
We calling SmackDown and Raw the COOs. Why can't we just keep the name General Managers? I mean, it's more fun to say General Manager of SmackDown, this person. But
Question is, on SmackDown, will we have tag team matches?
if Teddy Long doesn't book any matches on SmackDown, I say that. Anyway, I think that's about it for this random talk. I'd like to thank everybody who came up to this video, and it's just random. I don't care. Just sue me. Anyway, Lou, where they can find you at, Lou, or can they even find you at all?
The only place you can find me is my Facebook. That's mostly where I'm at. I don't got no YouTube or nothing like that. So if I look me up, look up Louis Estrada, whatever you want to add me there.
Hey, you gotta allow random people to add you, huh, Lou?
Yeah, I don't care. Anybody can add me. I can always delete them if I don't feel it.
Alright, Mike, where can they find you at?
You can find me on everybody's favorite YouTube page that posts no videos at my name, Michael LaGrange. You also find me on Twitter. Another thing I don't use, at Mike of Iowa, and also Twitch. Really? Another site I don't use, Mike of Iowa 1. I will not be. If you want to check out the SWF, which is just computer simulated matches of characters made of us, that's on my YouTube channel. Just by the way, I hear that the current SWF champ, Will, stole the fucking title, that little bitch. So yeah, yeah, that's it.
MVP, where they can find you at?
You, of course, can find me in back of a Taco Bell dumpster somewhere, finding all the latest recipes. No, I'm just kidding. You can find me on my Instagram and Snapchat at Phenomenal Regan, and I'm always everywhere.
Time out.
And holla at your boy.
Did MVP say he have a streak in Snapchat?
If you looked at my lower third, you dick, it's right there.
Oh snap!
Oh shit!
And you can find me anywhere that doesn't revolve Patriot fans. So yeah, dignify that.
So you're not going for the Soup Festival in Boston?
No.
Oh, okay, that sucks.
Oh yeah, and I like to say, no way Jose will win the NXT Championship in November. That is all.
No, hey, Jose, no, hey, Jose, no, hey, Jose.
More like Ty Dillinger. That boy, you gotta close his mouth now.
Just note, I cannot even find him on Snapchat. So yeah.
You can't find me? What?
It's under a phenomenal Rican. Keep looking.
Oh. Yeah, just type the whole name out. I probably must have changed it. Yeah, I did change it.
They're making me type all this schlong.
Look, right there it says P1 Rican. Right there on the thing.
No, but I switched it. That was my fault. I switched it. That was my fault.
It'd be funny if you switched that one to the N. That'd be P and Rican.
Anyways, Fat Boy, you can help with where they find you so that we can go off live now.
Right there. If we find that guy right there, sure. Anyway. Yeah, you can also find me on Snapchat at James70129, which I highly doubtly never ever used in my life. Okay? You can just add me, but you will not see me using it 9 times out of 10. You can
Mike
find
has
me.
Snapchat too, but he deleted it. That's shitty.
Anyway, you can find me at Twitter, which I use more times than not, at FatBoy504. I'm not going to give you my Facebook page because I'm not going to add you, so don't ask. You can find me on. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/FatBoy504. You can find me on Hardcore Wrestling Radio. You can find me on WTS TV, on both Facebook and YouTube, if I ever go back on WTS TV or Hardcore Wrestling Radio. With that being said, Mike, how do we end this show?
What, do I say my usual catchphrase?
Well, whatever.
Don't eat the yellow snow!
Yes, and for people who like walks on the beach, slices of pizza, and like listening to oldies, Lou is your man. So ladies over 45, hit Lou up.
We need to find Grandpa.
You're not going on a walk on the beach at will with Monkey Tunes?
That's what you and Sheila said after triplets and an ailment, motherfucker.
Hey, at least Sheila looks better than fucking Monkey Tunes.
Alright, on this note, I gotta say, if you need some bunk beds, go to Mr. Will there. He has some bunk bed parts over there in front of his garage. And, good deal, too.
I didn't be outside his house like, it's just like,
Fucking
Mike,
Rock.
One last thing, Mike. I'm still waiting for the cherry flavor undies from Eve.
Cut the feed! Cut the